Good morning. Um, Bright and early. This is my fourth vlog in my video vlog series, and I am currently at the church that I regularly attend. So I will give you guys a quick tour while talking and explaining some of the views and insights that I have, some of the things that I've been looking up and studying with regards to the church and pre-apartheid time and post-apartheid time. And I hope that it is interesting. I chose the church really because my belief is a core part of my identity. It shapes my ways of thinking, it shapes who I am, and as a result, it was for me very important to come here and also include it in my video vlog series. We have our main church building, which is this building over here, and then we have the house which we use as an office or as Bible study rooms and stuff like that. We have our bathrooms over that side, and then we also have our kitchen and our youth hall over here to the left. Unfortunately, due to a series of break-ins that we have had in the past couple of years, we've had to put up security bars pretty much all over the place. But the thing is with how things have changed, these security bars are a relatively new feature at this church. As the idea was that church should be opening and welcoming to people. Unfortunately, due to security risks, we have had to change that, as well as the area that the church is located in. So that's the outside of the church. I'll show you the inside just now. So as you can see, it is a very, very cold Sunday morning. But the thing is what we've realized is, and after I've been studying up, is the Baptist churches were really against the apartheid regime. They were some of the churches that really fought hard against it. Your NG churches and Afrikaans churches, unfortunately, were not as against it as they should have been. But I am thankful to say that the Baptist churches did fight against it, as it was a bad place, bad set of beliefs. So currently at this church, what has really been encouraging to see is the growth in different cultures that are attending. We have Indians, we have Zimbabweans, we have Malawians, we've got people from Namibia, we've got our own South African people here. So we have so many different people of different cultures and races and languages all worshipping together at the same place, worshipping the same God. And it is really just fantastic to see that amongst us, while sometimes we still struggle with cultural differences and our differing ways of seeing the world, we are united in more than one way, just by having the same belief. An idea of how much things has changed. Around about 20 of the children in this church is adopted, interracial adoptions. So that is, we're a church of about 100 people, so that's around about 20% of the church has been adopted. Of the entire church population, we are about, I think, 40% black, and 5% Indian. So we are a pretty mixed group in terms of races and cultures. So Auntie Caroline, I know that you did your teaching practice pre-apartheid time, and now you're teaching Sunday school at our church after apartheid. What is the difference for you between teaching an all-white class versus teaching a class with many different races and cultures in it?
I think the difference now is that you often have children that don't understand English very well. So they struggle in the class with the language, and so when you prepare, you have to take that into account. What is very understandable to us is not easily understood by them. So you've got to anticipate where the understanding problems are going to come in. You've got to look at the words that you're going to be using when you teach and what you're going to speak, and say, if you use slang, for instance, will every race group understand that joke? If I tell a Van der Merwe joke, will other races understand that? If I use cliches, will the other cultural groups understand that? I can't just teach off the cuff. I've got to prepare carefully, taking that into consideration. So definitely the language, because if they don't understand what you're saying, they can't grasp the concepts, it leads to confusion later on, and a lot of children will just keep quiet and pretend they understand because they don't want to be singled out, or they don't want to look stupid. So you've got to get to know your children. You've got to speak to them outside of teaching time and understand how they comprehend things, and that makes you more of an effective teacher. So pre-integration with the schools, it was easy because everyone was on the same page. That's the biggest difference for me. Integration, a lot of children coming in from a lot of different countries, a lot of different backgrounds. You've got to understand that. You've got to also understand their culture, because there's not one culture that is the superior culture. All of them are important, and to try and bring that into each lesson.
Thank you so much. So this is Josh, one of my friends at the church, and he and his family have taken in two black children from an orphanage. They were around about 10, 11 when they got taken in. So tell me, Josh, how is it like living with siblings who are a very different culture from your own?
Well, first of all, it was quite exciting, especially if you think about like the new South Africa wanting it to be the rainbow nation, everybody coming along. But with all that excitement, it just died down quickly because of the differences. Now, some of the differences are just part of the culture, and in an extent that it's not right or wrong, it's just the way people do things. And that for me was a hard part, because me having a totally different culture, they being Sotho, totally did it in a different way. The way they speak to grown-ups, the way they don't, whether they speak to other people. It was different in a way that forced me to just realize how I see things, how I view my priorities. But yet there was also an extent where there were things that they did was wrong, and even if it wasn't their culture or not, it was wrong. And in that sense, it was hard to judge between is it just part of their culture, or is it totally just wrong. And that part was kind of hard, because often I would be selfish and wanting just my culture to put over their culture, or maybe even having the opposite sense of them just excusing the wrong, to say in that sense. But there's a lot of exciting things. Even though they're being Sotho, they can speak Zulu quite well, especially Lebo, the younger one. So in that sense, I've been able to speak. He's training me a bit with the Zulu, and that's also getting a bit of the cultural ideas of what the other people from that same culture see things. In that sense, has also helped me to be more open, be more accepting, be more welcome to other people. Especially if you see it, that's the way Christ views us. We weren't just accepted because we were Jewish, because he was a Jew, but we were accepted because God decided he's going to save these people and these people. So how can I, claiming to save that God, claim not, all of a sudden, no, I don't want to accept them because they're black, or they're Sotho, or they're English, they're Japanese. No. So it's given me a practical aspect in how to just deal with different cultures, whether it be right or wrong, or that's just their culture and my culture.
Thanks. So this is Ross, another one of the members in our church, and he has very recently adopted Makai. Ross, tell me, what is it like knowing that before apartheid ended, you wouldn't have been able to adopt Makai? And also then, is it for you different just because he's a black boy, raising him versus raising Bailey, who is your own biological child?
So, I think it was a challenge, just thinking about before apartheid ended, we wouldn't have been able to adopt a child that was black, that was marginalized, and that's a real sad thing, because looking at us, we're all the same, and to think that there's a distinction between people because of the color of their skin is, as we know now, is completely wrong. And so it's been such a joy to be able to have adopted Malachi, and to, I guess, display to family and to friends and to the world that we are all the same, regardless of our race. And when it comes to, so we have a biological child, Bailey, and Malachi, who we have adopted. And when it comes to disciplining, it's all the same. We know that we need to raise our children in the training and instruction of the Lord, and doing that is the same, regardless of whether it is your biological child or adopted child, because we see them as our children, regardless of who gave birth to them, what they look like, what disabilities they might have. They are our children, and they need the same instruction, the same love, the same care and attention across the table. So it's just been a joy to be able to do that and to demonstrate our unity. And that unity really comes from God, and we continue to rely on God to give us the grace to navigate the life of raising an adopted child, because while we have these views, the world may differ, and just to display our love for our children as God has loved us and adopted us into His family, we display that as well too.
Thanks. So this is Talisha, another one of my friends at church. Talisha, tell me, how do you experience worshiping in church with all the different cultures that are, inside our church?
I think being brought up in a church that was, because I moved from Durban to Joburg, I was in a church that was basically fully Indian, so it was comfortable for me. But once I moved to Joburg and I began visiting other churches and then settling in Midrand Chapel, it really opened my eyes to the different cultures and the diversity that we have in our country, and to see how they worship. It's really eye-opening, and it actually shows how great God is, because it doesn't matter the color of your skin or the way you talk or the language that you speak. You're still worshiping the same God. You're still bringing glory to Christ, and it's really heartwarming to know that we are so different, but we're actually one in Christ, which is really, really heartwarming. I think that's the biggest thing that I learned moving up to Joburg, is that even though we're so different, we still have one thing in common, and that's Christ and the love for Christ.
All the interviews that I've taken place and everything that I've shown you, I think you can really see that for us as a church, skin color doesn't matter, your race doesn't matter, your culture doesn't matter. What matters is that we worship the same God, and that we love one another and we love God. So I think in a church, especially our church, it has really transformed from pre-apartheid times to post-apartheid times, and we are different people with different relationships. And this is one area that I really do feel has completely transformed and will continue to be transformed, because even Christ has said that He wants people of every tribe and tongue and nation to worship before Him. And as a church, that is what we are aiming for, and it is what we are succeeding at. So perhaps it is one area that we can it has been transformed in our ways of thinking and our ways of doing things, and it will continue to change. And we're welcoming people of every kind. So I think this is the one area, this is the one place that I really feel has succeeded in transforming better than many of the other areas have. that I mentioned in my vlog series. So this is my last vlog with an area in it, and my next vlog will basically be just a reflection of all of these areas together. Thanks, bye!